Shalom, family. Glory be to God, and blessed be the Lamb forever. Good morning. On Sunday morning. Most of you, a lot of you will be headed off to some church or the other. May you enjoy the lessons and the sermon. At any rate, the Christians are being people who would respect and practice Catholicism. But as with any other religion, all of them has been under assault, so that is what it is. They shall have to prove themselves. They say that all paths lead to God. I'm going to tell you on a Sunday morning, don't believe that shit. No, they don't. Ain't but one path there. What you think? That he left multiple gates open? At any rate, where's all this going? I keep asking this. It is law or city ordinance that you fly an Israeli flag. This is you can't force people to love you. You can't force people to respect you either. You can't force any of those things. Love and respect are earned. Well, for the most part, there are certain aspects of respect that should be given as a matter of routine. But that's not what we are actually talking about here. We are, and I guess if you don't love us, we will force you to act as if you do. That way we will feel better when we walk outside and we see the flags that represent us in someone else's country. There's a lot of that going around, but this one has rather pronounced features to it. Anyway, good luck to you. That's not going to work for you at all. Could not find one. So that means that the burnt offering that they was making to God has to be held off for God knows how long while that they speak of rebuilding Solomon's temple. It is Solomon's temple or a temple. I think I'm right though. This is all coming from a people who know they're not who they say they are. It's like watching a movie. It's like watching a movie with multiple actors. And to what has been done. Again, when do we start targeting heads of state, parliamentary members? Using the military and military grade hardware to do it. Each time that the world does not stop this, they up the ante. You ever notice that? If I get away with this, then obviously I can get away with that. And then the next, and the next, and the next, and the Sikh peace started to bringing food in. They would have to do so much, and they're not that type of people. They can't do that. They can't do that. And that's the political aspects of the situation. But when you get to the spiritual aspects, who are they? You kill the Christians, you kill the Muslims. Listen, Judaism is seen as one of the three monotheistic religions. The religion to us is worthless. Do we see what just happened with the building of the temple? So you kill cows for no reason. There will be no red heifer for you, and there will be no rebuilding of the temple on those grounds. Go back to what you were doing, killing people. You're better at that. But again, I'm not here to besmirch them. I don't want that type of energy, even for myself. All it takes is one old man telling one lie to his family. It doesn't matter if he made it up. It doesn't matter. And his family is raised believing this. Then the neighbors will catch on. And then it spreads. You have that is the beginning of culture and religion. All you had to do is lie. These people are over there looking for the Messiah. And they hear my voice. Messiah, my ass. He's not coming. Stop it. You look goofy at this point. There's something there waiting for you. You would be a little reluctant too. Well, you know what it means. And again, you're hard to take seriously at this point. You just want to kill people. It's simple as that. There's not going to be a greater Israel. Listen, you don't have enough time. And it's none of your business anymore. I would suggest that you just live your lives in Israel peacefully while you can. But that's not on their menu. They hear a religion. They have a set of rules and pronouncements and rituals set forth by God. Not a religion, sir. You practice a religion. And this is where you ran afoul. This is where you started having problems. You practice a religion wrapped inside of an ideology called Zionism. This is what you do. And you float this crap across the world. And you force it upon others. You know, we knew in the night, and by ours I mean source, we care only about truth. Truth. At any rate, I digress. This has been said so many times. These people are acting according to their own script, with some type of biblical references built in. You think that God does not know who you are, and that He would never accept the building of a dam? Are you mad? It is a legitimate question. Okay, that's fact one. You also know that the Jews are black. That's fact two. Fact three is you hate black people. Okay? Here's another fact. Fact four is you are trying to practice a man-made religion with man-made text using biblical reference and twisting it to what you want it to be. Okay? Nowhere in the Bible, and which you don't believe in or use else. They've learned how to keep my name out of their mouths. They don't dare respond. They don't dare react. They don't do anything. Because on the cool, they know who I am. So basically, they're acting for the hearts and minds of the audience. We know the truth. We know the truth. They are vying for the respect and adoration of the audience. We have to see this through. Us ourselves, we have no such desire. We don't give a damn what the audience thinks. It's up to a day just by starvation alone. 25? At least it's got to be 25 a day. Just starvation alone. And the world knows, and they hop from airplanes arguing against what the camera's eye shows. I don't understand. It's not genocide. Okay. For the sake of argument, ladies and gentlemen, what we all witnessed is not genocide. This is not ethnic cleansing. Devil be damned, all of the facts as we speak, whatever that may be. So it's kind of, man, that word is on the tip of my tongue. Dystrotic. Damn it. Something's wrong with my verbiage creator this morning. Maybe it was that half a joint I smoked. But anyway, I mean, what is the conclusion here? Here's what it looks like, because here's what it is. You can never stop fighting these wars now. Politically, you can't. Half his cabinet up to largely at your hands. Anyway, nowhere in scripture is any of this defined or spoke of. You know, my grandfather went to his grave believing that when Israel's enemies, because he believed that you were the people of Israel, you had brainwashed him and others. Even though he was born and labeled raising the pigs, he went, otherwise you don't eat the pork. It must be made kosher. At any rate, there's no way out for any of this. This is gonna end badly. How are you to defend yourselves? I mean, these people are painting themselves into this situation where, at the end of the day, at some point, as everybody abandons them, they will be forced to use nuclear weapons. Even, as one of a nuclear strike, or as a threat again. There's no other Messiah coming. What is he gonna do? Take back control of what? And how will he do it? Have you thought these things through? Because if he cannot do these things, then he may as well stay his dumb ass where he is, in silence. But to come forth and say, I am the Messiah, well, we shall fill his lungs with water. He won't be saying that shit long. There'll only be one. Currently assaulted by the truth. That can speak these words, and they are understood in every language, in every country on the planet, worldwide. What will your new Messiah do? We've gained too much ground. There's no way militarily, if this was a fight, that he can take this ground back. No way. He will be stuck with what you are currently stuck with, what you have. And this is as good as it gets for you. And contracts and contract guarantees. As a matter of fact, all guarantees. Okay? You don't produce anything but weapons and chips. We can't eat either one of them. At any rate, this is how they feel. And they have a right to feel that way. They wouldn't feel that way if it wasn't for the spiritual nature of the situation. The Bible is closing itself. The Bible have declared that you have read enough. I don't mean that as an insult, but it's just a fact. So let it be known, there is no other Messiah coming. We got 4 months left, right? It'll bear itself out. The only thing coming, if we're lucky, and the humans, which I don't like that word, it's not even a word describing mankind. The true definition of human is sea monster. Why they going around and calling each other sea monsters is beyond. I mean, you are impressive at what you do. No one can deny that you have made your mark upon the planet. By no means can anyone deny this. You shall be going down in history as a very known factor. A very known factor. The capabilities, behavior, beliefs, thought process. We shall know everything about you. That's not a good look either. There is a point where you want some manner of religious. The country's already been thought about. And by the way, I started saying about 5 years ago that history wasn't done with Adolf Hitler. No, it wasn't. I was right. What did Germany see? I had this discussion with this Jewish guy I used to work with. He thought I worked for him, so you'll know that the eventual clash was inevitable. It was inevitable. We didn't like each other over one conversation because I knew the truth. He wants to live in Germany. What did Germany look like before tens of hundreds of thousands of foreign people with a foreign culture, a foreign belief, and a foreign God was forced into their midst? Okay? Look at pre-war Germany, and you'll see something, that they were victims. They were the victims. Some people in London had decided because we don't want these people pliable for what they're going to do within that other people's culture. And then they do it. This is their culture that has created this type of behavior. That too is a fact. So we don't have a problem with the facts. We have a problem with the acceptance of the facts, as usual. As usual. And I used to have that damn problem too. There was a few facts that I just refused to accept. I won't be going into them here. But I can tell you this, all they did is hold me back. This insistence that I view, you're not trying to challenge God or me. You are trying to stand against us. And that means that you understand that there will only be one. And that is the understanding that we wanted to reach. Okay? So you cool on that front. You do understand that there can only be one. You have just made up your mind. You're gonna wage war against the one. And that's fair. I would take it that you came to this position after careful analysis, and everybody pagers that blow up at our command on their waist. Good Lord. I mean, it makes me not ever want another Motorola phone, ever. Because somehow they have figured out the code how to blow your phone up while it's in your back pocket. Oh man, you are seedy. You are what we call seedy, underbelly, grimy and gritty. But I like that. I do, but that's just what it is. So Americans, they don't. They are often around people that they don't like. This is why they go. I mean, imagine coming into somebody's land, not liking them. But I'm going, goodness gracious, you strange. So I'm going to go where they are, not like them. They didn't come where I am. So I'm going to go where they are, force myself into their system and their processes and their culture and not like them from within. How's that shit going to? This is going to get interesting. They arrived at the same conclusion you did. You call it religion, but they call it manifest destiny. Both of these groups say we have the right to do whatever the hell we want to do upon this planet. You guys are going to get yourselves into a little bit of a tiff, like you have now. Like you have now. These two groups have finally met, and sooner or later, they're going to be bumping heads. Both of them are fighting for the same thing. Everybody else's shit. They will fight each other over your shit that don't belong to others. They may hate my black ass, but they love their own babies. And every mother and a father understands this. If you would kill thy neighbor's baby, you would probably do the same to their baby. I mean, that's simple math. That's simple math. You can't hide behind anything. You have taken the country over. Yes, you have. And you won't even claim it. You keep wanting to say, no, we haven't, no, we haven't, no, we haven't. But when we put up the information, when we look at the data that shows nice about it, I would pull the secrets from their own written text, the Talmud, or the protocols of the elders of Zion. And those texts are ugly. You can tell that some old wrinkle-head, angry, racist-ass man wrote this shit. And, of course, in concordance with Satan himself. Now they both running around scared. That's all I got to say. Is he late? Why is your God or your Savior late? Can you call him, please? Or give us the phone number or the right ritual. I mean, he late. Why do you think he's late? Despite prayer after prayer and ritual after ritual, not only by you, but by tens of thousands across the world. At this point, every day, someone is what they hear now, and it's not adding up. They hear the representative of the creator of all things saying that he's going to kill them openly. This is what they're hearing. And there's nothing that they or you or the sergeant or the general or what you believe or the prime minister that they can do to get out of it. Without some hardcore belief, you're going to be jumping ship too. Because the whole thing makes no sense. They don't die for honor. They won't be dying for belief. Sown discord throughout your ranks. Now, God told me that when I asked him, I said, sir, shall I be lying to them? Lying? No. But, sir, everybody down there lies. You still will not be using lies to to attack their lies. Okay. Write that down, boys. We won't be using lies. Deception. Sir, we won't be using deception either. He considers that a form of liars, the ranks of your bankers, the ranks of those who will support you. We have sown discord, sir. And that was intentional. I can tell you these things now. It's too late. It doesn't matter. You do know what the word discord means, right? That means that at this point, you can't really trust the man standing right next to you because he hears the voice and he's waiting on the most powerful man and the most powerful man's God to make that voice be quiet. And when that man and that man's most powerful God cannot do that, then the man of intellect out of the mechanizations of their thought process of their brain, the thought processes of their brain, which is questionable as far as its capability. I'm trying to stay nice this morning. I'm dragging the words on. My mind is looking for words ahead of words so I don't have to follow up on, man, listen to me, my brain be going. This what makes me a good orator, though. I can keep up with my own shit, even as I'm speaking it. However, listen, man, is your God, respectively. I mean, where are they? Because if there's multi-gods, and I only have like 6 minutes left, there's multi-gods. So where are they on this Sunday morning? Have they done what? I don't even know. I mean, there's no real reason to believe anything else except your grandfathers lied to you. They just lied, okay? And even if this God existed, and they do inside your heads mostly, you build monuments to them. I'm looking forward to fighting it don't even require an open admission. Just go there. We already see the work of your hands is in concordance with the work of the devil. Whatever the devil would do, that's what you do. The devil doesn't do it because he doesn't have a body. So he uses your body as a vessel, and then you do it. At any rate, I'm not here to give you a spiritual understanding. I don't care like that. I simply don't. I'm trying to get to the end game here. The end game. And you know what the end game is. I've said, as I trust me, I will give thought to the words and deeds that you already have said and done. It's out of respect. You should do the same. The rest of you enjoy your Sunday morning. I am Source. I am 7. I am 1.